big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man the man, oh deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw, and he hits Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. From the gun, Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. He trusts his quarterback implicitly. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. It's complete to Drake. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Drake. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Love. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
No gain on the play.
50
Brings
out.
up third and 10.
On. Let's put him on the buses.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Try to get it to Woods.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Ready. Mike 37. Watch the screen.
Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They try right side here. Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the screen. And we go 37 to Mike. Mike. And we go 37.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
11Z.
From the 27, Luck. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with Drake. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Arizona.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check out. 390.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, Keith.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Murray steps. He'll try and run it, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 16, Luck, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chandler Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Locke. He gets it to Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll look to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check out. Wide 40. Here we go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On third down, Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cards, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Rams, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't getting too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day.